Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps, just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. Come on.
Hi guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday. The first of what I hope will be many. Let's see if you enjoy it. Okay, so been a busy week in the brewery, and I'll give you a quick overview of some of what I've hoped to cover in further footage taken in the week just gone. So, first and foremost, it's the end of dry January. So yeah, there'll be some supping footage, I imagine. We'll get round to that in a bit. What else? Well, last weekend I brewed the brown ale, the Columbus brown ale, and so the weekend just gone I have racked that secondary and added the dry hop. So we've got some footage covering that, get an idea of where the fermentation's at, etc, etc. Then there is the sour experiment. Got some footage of having checked in on it sort of midweek, 3-4 days into the process, how the fruit looked, smelt, and then maybe there'll be something about how it tasted as well. So we've got that to have a look at. In addition to this, tonight I have been making food with beer, so we've got a little information on what I did, what I made. Nothing complex. I mean, Michelle Rue's not going to get worried by me anytime soon, but nonetheless I'll show you what we did with that as well. So without further ado guys, this is me. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Hope you're all having a great week, and let's roll meeting
to the brew shed. So it brings me so much pleasure to tell you that dry January is at an end. I'm ready for a drinky. Okay, so this is my chocolate chili sour. It's the first time I've tasted it, promise. So yeah, this is Dolly's chocolate sheep of fire, and this is me bringing to the end 31 days of, well, it wasn't too bad, but 31 days of pain, let's call it that. Okay, so I'm going to try and balance the camera and pour from the kegerator at the same time. First time for everything. So there he goes. Hold tight. Okay, let's be honest, this isn't going to happen. I'll be back.
So, with hands-free, I've managed to pour a glass of beer. And yeah, so this is, let's bring it in close, you can have a quick look. This is Dolly's chocolate sheep of fire. The nice, well, it was a finger, it was probably a finger and a half when it first came off tap. Yeah, it's a light tan head, I'd say. But it is literally black as the ace of spades, and looks gorgeous. So without further ado, I mean, it's too cold and it's come straight out of the fridge, so I'm not expecting great aromas, but let's have a look anyway, see if we can see what we can get from this. I'm not going to spend too long over this because I've got to be honest, I just want to drink this, but 2 minutes. Okay, so dark chocolates, cacao nibs are going to bring that through. It's like it's that kind of, is it the Bourneville chocolate? That's the only dark chocolate I really know. It's a bit of a Turkish delight kind of flavour to it, or aroma to it. You don't get the chilies at all really, I'd say, in the aroma, but then when I've done chili beers in the past, that's been the same then as well. Don't know if that would be different in like a pale chili beer. Never done it, only done it with dark beers, but like a lager or an IPA or something, don't know. If you've got any thoughts on that, feel free to add them. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to get into this, see what it tastes like. Okay, so yeah, thoughts confirmed, it is too cold, too chilled. This probably needs to sit at room temperature for a little while and see if we can get more of the complexities of it, but I haven't got time for that. I might pour another one later and we can have a recap or something and see what it's like. But yeah, mouthfeel's nice, coats the tongue, coats the top of your palate. The chilies are there. Get them at the back of the palate, back of the tongue. It's just as it drops into the throat, there's a small amount of burn. Nothing to write home about. Whether that comes through a little more when it's warmed up and had time to, bring them through, I don't know. But dominant is the chocolate. I think the ratio of cacao nibs to chilies in this was probably a little bit in favour of the cacao nibs over the chilies, and the chilies weren't the strongest in the world. There were some lemon chilies that were gifted to me on my birthday. I know. Phil Bell, thank you for that. And they've gone to good use. He gave me some chocolate habaneros. In retrospect, maybe they would have been a bit more fun to play with on this beer. But Scovilles are not quite what I'm going for on this one, so it was just an experiment, but a nice beer. All the nicer after a month off. So yeah, okay, I'm going to see this off, and yeah, we'll be back and show you a little bit more of what's been going on in the week just gone. Welcome one, welcome all. So I'm hoping that I am in the presence of greatness. Modesty is a watchword for me, as you might be able to tell, but this is the Columbus Brown that I brewed last weekend. So it's had a week in primary, in the fermentation chamber at 19 degrees. We had an OG of 1064 when we were shooting for 1065. So that was all pretty good. I was really happy with how the brew day went. So tonight I need to take a gravity reading. Want to get an idea of where this guy is at. And secondly, it's due a dry hop. Another, I think it's 25 grams of Columbus pellets. And then it's got to sit on those for a week before we take the plunge and bottle and keg. So without further ado, let's grab the turkey baster. And so we've definitely had some fermentation in here. To me it looks like there's still some activity going on, but let's get this out of there, and then it can carry on doing what it needs to do once we've got the hops back in. Okay, sample taken. It's the right colour, which is a good start. Just cover that up, stop any airborne nasties getting in there. And we'll just do away with the troll jar. Okay, barometer. So let's give it a whirl, see what we got. Oh, pushing that one a bit close. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. There's still quite a degree of fermentation to go on this. We are looking at current gravity of, I would say, about 1050. So that's only come down 14 points. So, yeah. Okay, well, that's interesting. I think we had quite a slow start to fermentation. And it will continue to do this in secondary. In all fairness, in secondary it may well give it the kick up the arse it needs. So that's that. Okay, so as before, we have bottling bucket in this case, ready to go, all sanitised. So I'm going to cut this short there. You don't need to see me racking it. Pellets going in, and that's everything. That's kind of what I wanted to show you at this point. I was thinking about maybe doing a taster of this, but at 1050, don't really see the point. I think we'll wait till this is actually finished fermenting, and then maybe we can have a little go then and give you some impression of pre-carbonation, what it tastes like. Okay guys, so here we are. Sour, Berliner Weisse, fruit, and we're going to do a couple of things. One, I'm going to take a sample of this pretty much now, as soon as I've seen this off, and we're going to see what this tastes like. Not so sure about this, but we'll have a go. Got to be in it to win it. Okay, so that'll be the first thing. On the premise that it tastes alright, I'm going to rack it off into demijohns. First of which you can see here. And everything's been sanitised already, so we're up and running, ready to go in that respect. What I'll probably do initially is give you a little look-see at the at what's in here. We had a look at it after 3 days. We're now just over a week on from having put all this together in the first place. So yeah, let's take a quick gander at this. 2 minutes. Okay, so we'll take the lid off here, and we've got a real, I can only describe it as kind of a crust. This white film. It's looking a bit brown through the camera here, but to look at it, it's kind of white on pink. So I guess this would be the beginning of a pellicle, maybe the same sort of materials and so on. But this is what we got. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go back. We'll get the turkey baster, and we'll have a dip. See what we can draw from this. All right, back in a second. Okay. Turkey baster, glass. Let's go to work. So I'm just going to take this lid back here. I'm going to have a deep dip, is all I can describe it as, because I kind of want to get past all that fruit layer and crusty stuff and down in. Oh, it's not too deep. Okay. So wow. Okay. Interesting looking liquid. We can go a bit mad, get a bit more than that, I think. Now you remember this was, well, those of you who saw the video first time around the channel intro will know that this was carbonated when it went into here. I'm damn sure it's not now. Okay, we've got a bit of scum and villainy also gone into that, so I'm gonna call that a day for drawing off for this sample. Interesting. There is fruit on the nose. There's still some of that sour tang you can get, but this is kill or cure basically. This will either taste really nice or it will taste really horrendous and poison me, in which case you might not ever get to see this video, but we shall see. Okay, so I'm not going to quite go down the hatch, but I'm going to have a little sip, so here we go. Okay. Well, first and foremost, no off flavours, doesn't taste bad. Still sour. Different. Before the fruit, it was drier. The pure Berliner Weisse was definitely a drier finish, drier in general. If anything, it's taken some of the sour away from it. There is fruit there, clearly in the colour, but sorry, let's bring this in for you so you can have a closer look. Yeah, that's what it looks like. But yeah, let's see that. I'll try again. Right, take a bigger draft of it, swill it around the mouth, and yeah, wow, there is a tang. I mean, these are, whenever you take a sample pre-carbonation, it's always a little more. It's not quite the finished article, so you're not getting the full appreciation of what it's going to be like. With a bit of fizz, a bit of chill to it, this could be a very pleasant beer. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. That is better than the original. So back in the room here, this unsightful mess is a load of diced beef just browned off. Nothing too special about that. A little bit of Worcester sauce and seasoning. Then to go with that, we have the half pint stout. There's a load of veg here. This is a mixture of onion, white and red, carrot, tomato, mushrooms, anything I could lay my hands on at the time. Then to give the whole thing a little bit of body, it's about a cup there of pearl barley. And last but not least, a couple of stock cubes, Oxo's finest. Okay, and then last but not least, slow cooker. Plan is, everything as it is goes in there, beer on top, top up with whatever water's required, put the lid on, turn it on, sit back and leave it. It's as simple as that. Okay, so yeah, everything in the slow cooker now, all mixed. Healthy bit of everything. All I'm going to do is just now add the half a pint of homebrew. So that's stout in. So as you can see, that won't have covered everything in there. So I'm going to need to top this up with water, give us some more mixture to be working with. And in fact, yeah, a bit of an oversight. That wasn't enough either. Just grab a little more of that.
Fellow brew
And then this is good to go.
It's been fun. This might be a bit of a long opening gambit on Homebrew Wednesday, but had quite a bit I wanted to show people. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. I'd like to request that anyone who knows their way around a sour, or for that matter knows what I should do with regards to whether I need to put extra yeast into that now to get it to carbonate in a couple of weeks' time when that comes up, please put something in the comments. Give me some sort of advice here. Save me a Google, save me a searching and traipsing around forums trying to find the answer to my question. So yeah, that would be useful. Obviously, if you wouldn't mind sharing, liking, subscribing would be wonderful. I think I'm on a heady 4 at the moment, so I'm getting some kind of nosebleed with the amount of subscribers I've actually got. But yeah, sour's in their bottle. The Columbus Brown is in secondary. This has been fun. I've been Paul. This has been Gumby's Brew House. Homebrew Wednesday. Guys, have a good one. Have a great week. I'll hopefully see you again soon. Thanks.